I, Bansi Dhameja, welcome you. Shrimad Bhagwad Gita is a holy scripture which gives us complete knowledge and tells us the way we can live a happy, peaceful, meaningful, spiritual life without renouncing this world. It is a dialogue between Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the warrior, at the battlefield of Kurukshetra in India. Arjun became emotional when he saw his kinsmen on both sides and refuses to fight. Lord Krishna gives him complete knowledge about life, the body, the soul, the gunas of nature, the characteristics of human life, and various aspects about life, and ultimately Arjun understands everything and finally he is determined to fight. Shrimad Bhagwad Gita, Chapter 8, Akshar Brahm Yog.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Shri Krishna Paramatmane Namaha. Atha Ashtamodhyayah. Akshara Brahma Yogah. Arjuna Uvacha. Kim tat Brahma kim adhyatmam. Kim karma purushottama. Adhibhudam cha kim proktam. Adhidaivam kimuchyate. Adhiyajñak katham kotra. Dehesmin madhusudana. Prayanakale cha katham. Neyosi niyadatmabhi.
Shrimad Bhagwad Gita, Chapter 8, Akshar Brahm Yog. Arjun said, O Supreme Lord, what is Brahma, absolute reality? What is Adhyatma, the individual soul? And what is Karma? What is said to be Adhibhuta and who is said to be Adhideva? O Krishna, who is Adhiyajna in the body and how is he Adhiyajna? How are you to be realized at the time of death by the self-controlled?
Shri Bhagavanu Vacha. Aksharam Brahma Paramam. Swabhavodhyatmamuchyate. Bhuda Bhavodbhavakara. Visarga Karma Samnidaha. Adhibhudam Ksharo Bhava. Purushasthadhidaivatam. Adhiyatnyohamevatra. Dehe dehabridham vara. Andakale cha mameva. Smaran muktva kalebaram. Yaprayadi samadbhavam. Yadi nastyatra samshayah.
Supreme Lord said, the supreme indestructible entity is called Brahma. Knowing one's own self is called Adhyatma. Actions pertaining to the material bodies of living beings are called Karma. O best of embodied souls, Arjun, the constantly changing physical manifestation is called Adhibhuta. The universal form of the Supreme, which presides over the celestial gods, is called Adhideva. I, who dwell in the heart of every living being, am called Adhiyajna. The one who leaves his body remembering me at the time of death will come to me. There is certainly no doubt about this.
Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam. Tyajatyande kalebaram. Tam tame vaidi kaundeya. Sada tadbhava bhavitaha. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Mamanusmara yudhyacha. Mayyarpidamano buddhi. Mame vaishyasya samshayah. अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेदसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं यादि पार्थानुचिन्तयन् कविं पुराणम् अनुशासितारम् अणोरणीयां समनुस्मरेद्यः सर्वस्य धातारमचिन्त्यरूपम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसः परस्तात् प्रयाणकाले मनसाचलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योगबलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमावेश्य सम्यक् सतं परं पुरुषम् उपैति दिव्यम्.
O son of Kunti, whatever a person thinks at the time of death, one attains that state because of being constantly absorbed in that thought. O Arjun, therefore, at all times think of me and fight. With the mind and intellect fixed on me, you will definitely come to me. There is no doubt. O Parth, he who through constant practice constantly engages his mind in remembering me, the Supreme Divine Personality, without deviating, he certainly attains me. One should meditate upon the Supreme, who is omniscient, the most ancient, the controller, subtler than the subtlest, the support of all, and the possessor of an inconceivable divine form, brighter than the sun and beyond the darkness of ignorance. One who at the time of death with unmoving mind attained by the practice of yoga fixes the pran life hairs between the eyebrows and steadily remembers the Supreme with greater devotion certainly attains him.
यदक्षरं वेदविदो वदन्ति विशन्ति यद्यतयो वीतरागाः यदिच्छन्दो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण प्रवक्ष्ये सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुध्य च मूढ्न्याधायात्मनः प्राणम् आस्थितो योगधारणाम् ओमित्येकाक्षरं ब्रह्म व्याहरन् मामनुस्मरन् यः प्रयादित्यजन् देहं स यादि परमां गतिम् अनन्यचेता सततं यो मां स्मरति नित्यशः तस्याहं सुलभः पार्थ नित्ययुक्तस्य योगिनः मामुपेत्य पुनर्जन्म दुःखालयमशाश्वतं नाप्नुवन्ति महात्मानः संसिद्धिं परमां गताः.
The one whom scholars of Vedas describe eternal and practice the vow of celibacy and renounce worldly pleasures to enter into him, I shall now explain to you briefly the path to that goal. Having closed all doors of the body, one should fix the mind in the heart region and then draw the life breath to the head and establish himself in yogic concentration. One who departs from the body chanting the syllable Om, the Supreme Brahma, and remembering me will attain the supreme goal. O Parth, for the one who always thinks of me with exclusive devotion, I am easily attainable since he is ever united in yoga. Having attained me, the great souls are not born again in this world, which is transient and full of sorrow, for they have attained the highest perfection.
आब्रह्म भुवनालोकाः पुनरावर्तिनोऽर्जुन मामुपेत्य तु कौन्तेय पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते सहस्रयुगपर्यन्तम् अहर्यद्ब्रह्मणो विदुः रात्रिं युगसहस्रान्तां ते होरात्रविदो जनाः अव्यक्ताद्व्यक्तयः सर्वाः प्रभवन्त्यहरागमे रात्र्यागमे प्रलीयन्ते तत्रैवाव्यक्तसंज्ञके भूतग्रामस एवायं भूत्वा भूत्वा प्रलीयते रात्र्यागमे वशः पार्थ प्रभवत्यहरागमे परस्तस्मात् तु भावोऽन्य अव्यक्तोऽव्यक्तात् सनातनः यः सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यल्सु न विनश्यति.
O Arjuna, in all the words of this material creation, upon to the highest abode of Brahma, one is subjected to rebirth, but O son of Kunti, no further rebirth having attained me. One day of Brahma, Kalp, lasts 1,000 cycles of 4 ages, Chaturyug, and his night is also as long. The one who knows this understands the reality about day and night. At the advent of Brahma's day, all living beings emerge from the unmanifested, and at the fall of his night, all again merge into the unmanifested. O Parth, with the advent of Brahma's day, multitude of beings take birth or dissolved at the arrival of the cosmic night and are reborn on the advent of the next cosmic day. Beyond this manifested and unmanifested creation, there is yet another unmanifest, eternal, which does not perish even when all existence perishes.
अव्यक्तोऽक्षर इत्युक्तः तमाहुः परमां गतिं यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम पुरुषः स पर पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया यस्यान्तस्थानि भूतानि येन सर्वमिदं ततं यत्र काले त्वनावृत्तिम् आवृत्तिं चैव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्ति तं कालं वक्ष्यामि भरतर्षभ अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्ल षण्मासा उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयादागच्छन्ति ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविदो जनाः धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्ण षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योति योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
The unmanifested and imperishable is said to be the supreme destination, and upon reaching it, one never returns this mortal world. This is my supreme abode. O Arjuna, the supreme divine Purusha is greater than all that exists, is all pervading. All living beings reside in him, and he can be attained by undivided devotion. O best of Bharats, I shall now describe the different paths of passing away from this world, one of which leads a yogi to liberation and the other which leads to his rebirth. Those who know the Supreme Brahma and depart from this world during Uttarayan, the 6 months of the sun's northern course, the bright fortnight of the moon, and the bright part of the day, attain the supreme destination. The yogi who passes away during Dakshayan, the 6 months of sun's southern course, the dark fortnight of the moon, the time of the smoke, and the night attain the celestial abodes. After enjoying celestial pleasures, he returns to the earth.
शुक्ल कृष्णे गदीह्येते जगतः शाश्वते मते एकया यात्यनावृत्तिम् अन्यया वर्तते पुनः नैते श्रुति पार्थ जानन् योगी मुह्यति कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भवार्जुन वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत्पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येदि तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम् ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे अक्षरब्रह्मयोगो नाम अष्टमोऽध्यायः.
According to Vedic principles, there are two bright and dark paths to leave this world which always exist. The way of light leads to liberation and the way of darkness leads to rebirth. Yogi who knows the secret of these two paths is never bewildered. Therefore, at all times be situated in yoga union with God. The yogi who knows this secret gains merit far beyond the fruits of study of Vedas and Vedic rituals, performance of sacrifices, austerities and charities. Such a yogi reaches the supreme abode. Om Tat Sat. Thus in Shrimad Bhagwad Gita Upanishad, the science of Brahma, the scripture of yoga, dialogue between Shri Krishna and Arjuna, the chapter 8 named Akshar Brahm Yoga is over.